You know that that is a big topic of the European Union, to give all small identities, cultural identities, small because of their size, how to say, a place to be seen and to be listened to. So that is what, it is not Soviet Union, it is not Yugoslavia, it is European Union with, how to say, is a platformer for all the different cultural identities. That is what is so great. And therefore I like this idea, because now where you can be, how to say, you can be like a Russian puppet, everything. I'm coming from a small region in Germany. I feel very much as a Saarländerin, but I'm also German, and I'm a European. The same goes for the Czechs, it goes for the Karlovy itself, then Czech, then Europe. I think this is what we want. This is the idea, and it was also the idea of Robert Schuman and those who created this kind of. They created is economic space, but they were aware that the basis is our culture. You know, everything was good, is continuing, is continued. But we will have also a loan facility to create more money possibilities, because we have a small budget only, because culture is existent, and it is a duty of the nations and the regions. And what we do with our cultural program in the Creative Europe is to give a European plus, which means a more spreading culture from each country to another. So I think this possibility to get some funds from the EIB guaranteed by us, I think this will also help small countries to get at least some money to go forward. I think Barroso and de Gucht, they are not reacting correctly, because there was a negotiated paper which says that culture and audiovisual is excluded. There was another sentence saying if during the negotiations there would be any need or interest to put it in, then the negotiator have to ask the Council of Ministers to do so. And I'm sure that it will be no. So don't worry. And on the other hand, I think everybody should know the European Parliament, since the Lisbon Treaty, we have another power to say. We are following these negotiations closely. We have, in all the different committees of the Parliament, we have nominated a standing rapporteur to follow closely what's going on. And if the things are slipping a little bit aside, we are asking the negotiator, come and tell us what's going on. So I think we have won the battle, and those who lost it, they are not really correct, especially de Gucht, when he says, and I will bring it nevertheless. So that is not correct, and it is even unfair. And I hope very much that he will not be the negotiator in the next Commission. I always wanted to come also to Karlovy, but I couldn't manage it. It is always in a very difficult time in the European Parliament, so I could manage it only to be for 1.5 days here. But I think, first of all, I like the city. It is really great. It had a long history with a lot of people, very famous Europeans who have been here, Goethe and others. And I think it gives the smell of Europe very much. And the streets are full of young people, so it's really a great event, and I'm happy to be here. I think we are more than ever aware of the European film's importance in culture. And I think for me, film and culture, film as culture, they are the heart of Europe, the soul of Europe. And I think what we did until today with the program Media in the European Union showed that there are people who have understood. And so we are continuing. We have just a new program, Creative Europe, with much more money. Also much more is too much, but it means more money than we had before for this support. On the other hand, being a European parliamentarian, I have also to underline that the European Parliament has felt and seen this need to help film to be seen, and to be seen is to be understood, and this means that we have to give a space for the European film with its different languages to be understood, to be seen. This is the soul of Europe, and it is not the American dream. Now the Croatians know it. I'm working in the region, Croatia and around, for 23 years. And I was last week for the accession. I was in Croatia, and we opened the Lux Film Days in Croatia, and we had a big discussion with authors and with filmmakers. It was great, because I think at the beginning we should not only speak what can we get, what will we bring, and Croatia has a lot of culture to bring to us, and I'm congratulating them. I did it in all newspapers in Croatia, so if I have a chance to do it here, I'm very happy. I followed closely the very sad way which Croatia had to go from the early 90s until today, and it is the first country of the enlargement country which has to overcome a lot of obstacles. They really worked 10 years. I think it's great, and they have at least fulfilled mostly everything. So they are a good new country, and I'm very happy myself back, because I'm very close to this country.